Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today for the final camp video, I have a camp just above overlooking WhiteSpring, which is kind of a neat little area. I always whenever I jump down, I always wondered why people would not actually build one, but ironically enough, as I built this one and I spawned in a different server, I found somebody had built in the same spot. So glad to see that there are people out there that actually have camps in this area. The rocks are a little kind of weird. The textures are kind of not quite there, so probably low quality textures for the rocks, but generally they're okay. But let me show you the view from the top here. So you got this gorgeous view. You can't even see the textures are kind of weird as you go into first person there. You got this gorgeous view of WhiteSpring. Too bad about that aerial that's right in front of us, but otherwise, I mean, it sort of overlooks the golf course and WhiteSpring Resort over that distance. So you can kind of see pretty far. You can see top of the world there in the distance. So kind of a neat area. You also got this area here on the left hand side. The Vantage, I guess it's called. There's a couple of girls down there. There's also a magazine that spawns on the ground. It's invisible, but just kind of below the stairs, you'll find. So if you have sort of the perk card that tells you where magazines are, you'll see that thing will go off there. So let me show you what I built. So this is a very simple camp. I haven't spent too much time here, probably a couple hours. It's just really a spawn point for me, so I can actually spawn here, but I just spent a bit of time here. It's kind of a neat space. There's different cliffs or rocks you could build on. This one kind of points out to the side, so it's probably the best rock to actually build on here. So as you can see, I've got some Brahmin, a little Brahmin pen there, some crops, so quite a lot of area. So if I go into build mode, you can see even with that, and you could probably even go back a little bit more. Quite a bit of area that you can actually put crops and stuff, but this is your kind of main crop area because it's all your dirt. Then I sort of got this deck area. Now it is fully open, so people can come, and if they need to use your workbenches and stuff, everything's unlocked. I do find people lock the houses up here, so I had the guy that I spawned you, and he had everything locked up, which was kind of funny, but he had these artillery cannons next to his house, and all I did, because I had the Mopusol serum, all I needed to do was jump on his cannon onto his roof, and I knew his front door was going to be unlocked, so I just over the top and inside. So kind of funny how he did that. But anyway, so walking inside, yeah, just very basic stuff. I just have one level house in here. Got this little TV room here, little lounge area, little bedroom area, little kitchenette area, yeah. So nothing too fancy, just all the basics. Like I said, it's just a very basic camp. I do have some videos on some more detailed camps. This isn't my primary character. Unfortunately, I couldn't build right like a fence at the end here. Just I was kind of at the edge of the camp, I guess, so I just didn't like the edge. But anyway, so you can actually climb out here. Be careful, otherwise you will die. But yeah, you can build a bit of a deck area at the front. Like I said, to the side, yeah, you kind of got some extra room here. You can kind of beautiful views down over the area, like the top of the world there. Kind of climb down the rocks here. A lot of space to kind of just chill out. There is some salt bean around here on the ground. I think underneath some blackberries, I think by default. There's some salt bean there as well, so it's almost like you have salt bean at your farm. Not much, just one there. That's better than none, I guess. I have my generator around the corner here. Little music sort of area as well. So these fences on the side here sort of mark the edges of the camp, as you can see here. If we turn them on, that's kind of the max I can actually build out there. But yeah, sort of neat little area. Like I said, you know, it's got this area, a couple of things. You can loot some boxes and stuff here. View of WhiteSpring down there, right? It's got the minus. I mean, if you're in power armor, you can actually just... I thought he actually went... I thought he went over, which I thought was going to be funny there. So there's some ghouls. Sometimes I'll find a legendary ghoul up here, or legendary liberator. There's further down, there's some more. There's like a little barn house. I guess some free meat there. Yeah, the magazine I found, actually I can actually see it, yeah, I think. There you go. So it's kind of hidden here. But yeah, there's a little magazine there that spawns, a magazine spawn there. It took me a while to find the first one, some wood here. I think there's some ammo, there might even be a little camp there. There might even be a med box up here. Some food and a bag and stuff. Pretty close to Solomon's pond here as well. So I actually have my other camp just over here. There's a lead deposit there. If you watched that video, I mentioned there's a power armor spawn over here. There's a power armor spawn at Solomon's pond. There's a power armor raider spawn over here. It does have some Yowie bears, which will give you a lot of springs. And you can literally just server hop and keep farming those bears if you have something like a 2-shot explosive. They do some rad scorpions will spawn, some honeybees will spawn, so quite a lot of materials, and you can't actually server hop and gather resources that are lying around, but you can server hop if there's animals and keep spawning and keep killing those animals. Those animals will spawn every time you either fast travel or server hop to that location, so you can keep on farming them. There's also a death claw in the basement of this area. There's also a bunch of ghouls, bunch of loot, hazmat suits, bobbleheads, stashes. There's also a bobblehead at this location, or doesn't spawn too often. There's a stash box here, again, depending on the new stash boxes, but you can actually get a pretty regular spawn of a stash box. There's also a mini nuke here in one of the caverns, and it's actually in the outhouse. It's kind of over here. So if you're trying to farm mini nukes, it's probably a good location as well. You've got West Tech over here, if you want to farm some legendaries or just super mutants in general. So it's a decent area. I think there's generally wolves and ghouls will spawn in that location. I know there's a couple of med boxes. There's a couple of workbenches, like a tinker's workbench there as well, that you can farm as well. And there is a lake just over the mountain, so not too far, just a bit of a walk. In fact, there's a pond by, obviously, Solomon's Ponds. It's got some toxic barrels and stuff, but there's also a lake here, a beautiful lake that a lot of people set up there. They camp at. They like to actually set up there. This is Huntingville or Huntersville. Has super mutants. So again, if you want to farm some super mutants and a bunch of loot, also has a bunch of gnomes there. So if you're looking for cement, there's actually a little shed with 10 gnomes in it, or give or take 5 to 10 gnomes, I guess, and a little shed in the bottom garden that you can actually farm as well if you wanted to, right? If you need some cement to build stuff. Anyway, I thought I'd show you a quick view of this one. Like I said, not as fancy as my other ones, but it's a nice basic set. You can make a pretty decent setup. There's also a copper deposit just on the side of Solomon's Pond. So if you're looking for copper, or just you want to just go grab some instead of actually putting your camp there, I think it's kind of just in this location, just up on the hill. You can actually go grab some copper there as well. So kind of a cool little location. Beautiful view of WhiteSpring, and you just jump down, and if there's a nuke, you can just go and take a visit when you want. Now to get back up's a little tedious. It's not too bad. You kind of just walk around. There's kind of a path up this road. Of course, you can come up, but you can actually come up this area, walk up, and then there's a pretty straightforward path to get up to the top here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.